Hey guys, and welcome back to Dark Souls Remastered. My name is Rob, and today we're going to be exploring the Tomb of the Giants. Starting out in the boss room where we fought Pinwheel, looking around at all the hanging skeletons. Pinwheel being a necromancer, messing around with dead people. Yeah, weird. Also a skeleton on the table that he was working on. What's interesting about this boss room, if you look at it, it's kind of like a coffin, with the lid that's been kind of pushed to the side a bit. Find that interesting. So anyway, there's a gimmick with the Tomb of the Giants where everything is pitch black. And you need some type of light source to be able to see where you're going. Yeah, as soon as you walk up, the filter kicks in. And you can use the spell Cast Light, or you can use a lantern that you acquire from one of the necromancers in the catacombs, or you can just don the Sunlight Maggot. And then you can kind of see where you're going. If you come back this way, there's a developer message here. It says shortcut ahead. Come back through here, and this will allow you to go back into the catacombs and look for a bonfire to return. To return to. That opening there will drop you down close to where all the Bonewheel skeletons are, so be wary of that. The bonfire for Tomb of the Giants. Thankfully, you can warp to and from it. And it's not very far, but there's a few giant skeletons we'll have to get past in order to get to it. There's one, you see those glowing eyes right there. Yeah, spooky looking. And also, looking out with the binoculars, you can see Lost Isolate from here in the Demon Ruins. It's crazy, right? Let's see, I could drop down onto this and go an alternate route. Yeah, sure, let's do that. What is this way? Go ahead and cast fall control. So I never go this way, so I don't actually know. Oh. Never mind. Yeah, I should have had some prism stones ready. Well, let me get my bloodstain here. Ooh. I have to hop down to get it. Okay, well, I do have some prism stones, right? Pretty sure I do. Yeah, great, I got 52. Awesome. Okay, I can land down here. Oh, nice, okay. Oh. This is, yeah. I think this is where the Divine Ember is. I'm gonna pass that up for now. Ooh, there's an item there. And an archer, so need to be doubly careful. Okay, we're just gonna take my chances here. Oh, lovely. Getting curb stomped and everything. There we go. Alright. Trusty Claymore. Yeah, got to watch out for the giant skeletons. Okay, no, that was not where the Divine Ember is. Or the Large Divine Ember, rather. Large Divine Ember you go down here to get. So I'm like all kinds of geographically confused here. Okay. It's because I don't explore the Tomb of the Giants very much, and I usually just try to get from point A to point B just to finish it. I'm not particularly wild about this area. I don't like the pitch black darkness gimmick. I was not meant to open that just yet, but whatever, it's fine. Let's just get this bonfire. It's my main prerogative for the time being. And I want to kindle this bonfire, so let me use some more humanity. I'm going to kindle it up all the way. There we go. All right. Just repair whatever I can here. Okay. Actually, let me attune cast light. I'll use that instead of the sunlight maggot. There we go. Make things a little, maybe slightly more interesting. Maybe. Oh, not fault control. Yeah, there we go. And cast light lasts a few minutes, so you get 3 charges of it. So it works pretty good. I'll go back for those other things here in a bit. I want to do this part first.
Good day. You look reasonably sane. What are you doing in the catacombs? Are you a cleric or something?
Yeah, I missed out on Patch's dialogue in the catacombs, so if you miss him there, you'll meet up with him here without fail. So you want to answer no, that you are not a cleric.
No? Really? Then I'd have no qualms telling you. There's a fine stash of treasure right down that hole. I found it first, but, well, we're friends now. So I'll split it with you. In any case, have a look. It'll shimmer you blind.
Yeah, doesn't sound sinister at all.
There, that hole. Take a closer look.
Yeah, if you answer yes that you are a cleric, I think he'll just automatically aggro on you and attack. So you always want to say no. So you walk over here to the prism stone that he placed and look down at the items. But Patches being Patches.
This is what I do, my friend. The trinkets I'll be stripping off your corpse, that's the real treasure.
Man. The things Patches will do for a +10 Claymore. So you come down here, you get a soul item, a skull lantern if you haven't already gotten one, and another soul item. And look who it is. Haven't seen you in a while.
Oh no, Hollow. Are you? Thank goodness. Please be careful. There are 2 fierce hollows not far from here. They were once brave knights, my former escorts. Who would let such strong spirits be hollowed so? Heavens, is there nothing at all to be done?
Yeah, so Vince and Nico, our brave protectors, have gone hollow, and here they are. They can cast miracles and attack you. If you don't have any poise, I forget which one is which, but the one with the mace there, he can stunlock you very easily with that mace. They'll kick your shield, all that fun stuff. The weapon the other cleric was using is the crest axe. It's a faith weapon. You can buy it from Patches once you unlock him as a merchant. There we go. Go ahead and deal with these 2. There we go. And come back here and talk to the fair lady.
You banished those two hollows, did you? It pains me to think of the
She's
trouble
not the
my
fair lady.
feelings have caused. I am certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you. Thank you so very much. Here, these belonged to them. You deserve them more than I.
And you get the miracle replenishment.
I am certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you. Thank you so very much. And
from that point, she basically doesn't need help anymore. Let's read the description of replenishment. 2 uses, 1 attunement slot, and 16 faith. Common miracle amongst cleric knights. Gradual HP restoration. Beware of the cleric knight blessed by replenishment, for he shall not fall easily. Yeah, you know, if you want a little bit of regen, health regen on your character, there you go. Doesn't do a lot by itself. If you pair it up with other faithy type items and stuff like the Sanctus Shield and any weapon that replenishes health, works pretty good then. New enemy, it's like a column of bony hands. I don't know how else to describe it. It likes to slap, so be careful of that. So Patch, as devious as he isn't very smart. And didn't realize that, well, there was an illusory wall there before, but he did not realize that that was there, and that there's a way for us to climb out of that pit that he kicked us into.
Oh, you. Well, let's just calm down. Talk about things. I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations, they can, well, overcome me. You know what I mean, don't you? Please, forgive me. You and me, we're jolly undead outcasts, aren't we?
No, we're not.
Oh, for heaven's sake, let's not mope about, eh? You're still alive. I said I'm sorry. Wait, I know. Here, take this. It proves something, doesn't it? I did you wrong. These temptations, you know what I mean, don't you?
Yeah, so it doesn't matter if you say yes or no. I think he still gives you twin humanities either way, but yeah. So now, after you have completed this area, defeated the boss, all that fun stuff, Patches will go back to Firelink Shrine, and he will be a merchant that sells all the different masks of like the Mask of the Father, Mask of the Mother, Mask of the Child. He sells the cleric armor that Vince and Nico are wearing, and the crest axe, and some other things. And then down here are a bunch of giant skeletons, but also the large divine ember, so yeah. Can I fast roll with this? No. I just won't use it then. We'll stick with the claymore. Oof. Don't like this. Don't like this one bit. I have to be quick, though. I'm probably going to die here. So I think what I'm going to do I have a ring of sacrifice? Yeah. We'll just throw that on. Be a little bit easier. Well, I landed on his head, but didn't kill him. Try to get this item. Soul of a Brave Warrior. Oh, boy. Yeah, okay. And it's another Andre statue. Like the one we see in the Darkroot Garden. Yeah, lots of curb stomping there from the giant skeletons. That was a smart move to put on that ring of sacrifice. Okay. So, like the Divine Ember, we can give the large Divine Ember to Andre, and he will smith our +5 Divine Weapons to +10. Ember required for weapon ascension. Large divine ember of secret church rites intended for select divine blacksmiths. And while I'm reading things, let me see here. Huh, I need to give away a bunch of these embers, don't I? We also got the Lord Soul from the Witch of Islip. I did not read that, so let's read that now. Soul of the Bed of Chaos and the Mother of all Demons. This Lord Soul was found at the dawn of the Age of Fire. The Witch of Islip attempted to duplicate the first flame from a soul, but instead created a distorted being of chaos and fire. Excuse me. Its power formed a bed of life, which would become the source of all demons and is more than enough to satiate the Lord Vessel. Also, I did not read the Izalith catalyst that I got. Did I? Nope. I don't think I did. 6 strength, 14 intelligence. I think it's on par with the regular Sorcerer's Catalyst, if I'm not mistaken. Catalyst of the Witch of Izalith of long ago, when her daughters were still flame witches, before they were engulfed by the Chaos Flame. Before the birth of pyromancy, their wands were mediums for sorcery, but knowledge of this flame sorcery has long since vanished. Yeah, so fire magic was not always it wasn't always pyromancy. It was once just a different form of sorcery, and then it became pyromancy for some reason. I don't know. I don't know if Dark Souls 3 ever explains that. I don't think Dark Souls 1 does. Alrighty, so up here there's another cubbyhole with giant skeleton people in it. Just dodge roll you. There we go. I need to put the wolf ring back on. Ow. Don't shoot. Where? Ow. Where are you? Try to quickly... Let me take cover and then quickly do this. Hang on. Wolf ring, where are you at? No, not Leo ring. Wolf ring. There we go. Okay. Just gonna check this cubbyhole out of curiosity because I don't remember what is in here and why there's giant skeletons guarding it. So, we'll see. Don't curb stomp me, sir. There we go. What else we got? I see another one. Howdy. Ow. There's an item up there. What is that, though? And how do I get to it? Okay. I don't know that I've ever come up in here. An Eye of Death. Interesting. Yeah, it lets you know that this is the domain of the Gravelord himself. So what else is up here? Anything down there? Not trusting it. Ooh. I don't know. Yeah, like I thought. Okay. Just gonna stay away from that then. What about up here? Is this climbing back up out of the Tomb of the Giants? Oh, another item. Okay, I can see old Pinwheel's boss room right there. I guess this is how you climb back out of the Tomb of the Giants. Interesting. I've never seen... in all the time I've played Dark Souls, I don't think I've ever come up here, and I don't think I've ever looked at Pinwheel's boss room from this angle. But yeah, from here you can definitely tell that his room is supposed to be just this ginormous coffin. Awesome. Very cool. Okay. So I'm going to backtrack down here to the bonfire and we'll move forward with this level. Let's see. Where am I going here? I want to go down. Yeah. All right. Can't see that archer, so I'm not really going to mess with him. I'm just going to leave him be. Go ahead and replenish my charges of cast light. Alright, new enemy up here. It's this big giant skeleton dog. And I don't like this enemy. Because they can do things that I don't think they should be allowed to do. But they don't have a ton of health, so they're not too terribly hard to take down if you can land hits on them. There's a fog wall here, and as soon as you cross through, there's an archer, and if you'll listen closely, you can hear footsteps running towards you. That's a black knight with a halberd. Yeah, there he is. Let me get over here where I'm not getting shot by arrows. I kept trying to parry there, but it was not parrying for me. Let's see if I can run around and backstab you. Nope. There we go. That's what I was going for. And he dropped the Black Knight Halberd. Look at there. I think I can actually use it with the stats I have now. Not that I'm going to. Yeah, I mean, I could two-hand it. And it would still be pretty dang good. I just have to upgrade it, but not interested in that. Okay, so there's a couple of other skeleton dogs and stuff like that. I'm just going to tread carefully to avoid them. And get rid of this archer. And if you come down here to this corpse, you can actually drop down right here. So I'm going to do just that. Almost didn't make it. Alright, you come over here to this item, and that triggers kind of a trap. Maybe more like an ambush. Yeah, that one over there spazzing out. That's the attack they do. It actually does pretty decent damage as well. You can farm these guys for white titanite chunks. Let's see. I keep wanting to kind of take the shortcut way that I'm used to taking, but there's a good bit more to this area. There's another bonfire down here, as well as some other items and such, so I'm going to try to get those. Let me drop down here. Yeah, ordinarily I just take that route. Then you can drop down here. Yeah, and then go down this ladder, and then you can kind of just go on through the rest of the level. Oh, look, you can even see Ash Lake from here. That's how far down we are. Yeah, crazy, right? We're able to see Lost Izalith before, and now you can see Ash Lake. So I'm going to go ahead and come over here to fight an NPC invader that shows up. And then I'll go back and explore a little bit more of the tomb before fighting the boss. Well, I thought he would show. There he is. Paladin Leroy, who we summoned for fighting Pinwheel. He invades here for some reason. He is very strong with that grant, so don't let him hit you with it. But he doesn't have a ton of health. At least not on New Game. So when you defeat him, he drops a crap ton of souls. You get some humanity from him. He also drops 2 more humanity, plus his weapon and shield, the Grant and the Sanctus. Let's have a look at Grant to start off with here. It's a great club type weapon, B scaling in strength, 130 divine modifier, A scaling in faith, 50 strength requirement to one hand, and 30 faith. You can two-hand it with 36 strength, I want to say. A legendary weapon of the Way of White, granted to an undead paladin long ago. This mass of iron can only be lifted by those with inhuman strength, but it is blessed and very effective against agents of dark. Yeah, it works great against skeletons and all things like that. And then the shield he dropped, Sanctus. Let's see, there we go. 18 faith requirement in order to use it properly. 95% physical damage reduction, 40 magic, 70 fire, 50 lightning stability, 51. So it's comparable in defensive terms to the Grass Crest Shield. But instead of regenerating stamina faster, it regenerates health. A legendary weapon of the Way of White granted to an undead paladin long ago, once blessed with the protection of a white flame, but its power has all but faded, so that it provides only slight HP recovery. This is what you would want to have equipped along with replenishment in order to have decent regen, but that's very situational. I actually had made a paladin build based off of a build from a friend of a guy I met on Dark Souls Remastered PvP, who made his own paladin build. His username is Void, and like some numbers, and I can't remember what those numbers are off the top of my head. But if you're watching this video, Void, your paladin build I always thought was really cool. I kind of made a rip-off of it at one point. Use the, what is that weapon? The server, a divine server. Then with the Sanctus and replenishment and the amount of health you get back when you attack with the server. It was interesting. Not the most efficient build. Ow. That is why I hate those enemies. That right there. Oh, okay. They have even less health than I thought. Interesting. What is that item there? And how do I get to it? Probably have to come down this way. Don't you do it. You stupid, supposedly a dog. I think you're just a giant that was too stupid to learn to walk on 2 feet, to be honest. Where is my blood stain? I don't know. I'll find it eventually. Yeah, this is another area of the game I just never really explore that much. Both the upper portion, the Tomb of the Giants, and this lower portion here, I just tend to skip it. But there is some interesting things you can find. I think this... Okay, I was going towards a freaking prism stone that Patches is standing next to. Whatever. Is that what I was seeing from... Is that same prism stone, or is that actually... Because there's an item, like, kind of tucked away on a ledge like that. The It's like a shield, I want to say. I don't know. Well, whatever. Let's just go down this way. Let's see what else I can find. Yes, okay, yes. That is what I was seeing from a distance. That's what I was talking about. The effigy shield. Which I've never used, actually. I think it has crappy stats. Yeah, it's only 45 stability, and the defenses aren't that... Well, it has really good lightning defense, strangely enough. Huh, interesting. Wait, does that... It has a 16 faith requirement? I did not realize that. Huh. Frightful occult shield defends against divine weapons and lightning. In an ill-fated plot to destroy the very gods, the followers of the occult once attempted to steal the power of Gravelord Nito, the first of the dead. In an ill-fated plot to destroy the very gods, followers of the occult. Huh. And then there's an occult club with Havel's gear, which makes me wonder if he was like a follower of the occult who was in on that stuff. Maybe he was in there with oh, what's his name? Pinwheel. Which Pinwheel stole the right of kindling. Is that... Did he steal that from Gravelord Nito? I really can't remember. Yeah, you have to get really close on these guys for them to aggro on you. Thankfully. There we go. Then there's a skeleton back here who knows how to stand on 2 feet. Just take out his shins there. Where is that Okay, here's the other bonfire. I don't actually want to rest at it, because I don't want to, like, for me, it's easier to know where I'm going if I start from the other one, if that makes any sense. Okay, my bloodstain is down there. Where exactly can I drop down at? Oof, I need to be careful. Okay, no, I don't need to drop down. I can just go around this way. Okay, what is this? A white chunk? Yes. There is a white titanite slab further ahead. Don't think I want to drop down there. Let me just... If you hug the wall, you can usually just avoid getting the attention of those enemies. Yeah. Alright, so found the bonfire, found the shield, and the chunk. I think that's pretty much all that's down here. So I am going to just go ahead with the rest of this level. We're almost to the boss. He's not far away at this point. This is a... Tomb of the Giants is relatively small compared to, like, the Duke's Archives or Lost Isleth and all that. It and New Londo both are fairly small levels. Okay, actually, I don't need sunlight magnet anymore. Believe it or not, it's not that dark in here. Another one of these things. Bone columns. I don't know what else to call them. I should know what to call all these enemies, but I don't. Ah. Right in the face. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip these two. They don't chase you, so you can just kind of come in here. There's a lot of skeletons and a lot of pinwheels. And they all shoot fireballs at you. But they don't have the same health that the boss pinwheel does. These are all his copies that he made of himself, and I don't know if they wandered down here or if he threw them down here or what happened. A couple of taps for the claymore, and they're dead. You can farm them for white titanite chunks and all the different masks, and they'll occasionally drop a white titanite slab if you want to farm for them. But it's tedious and it takes a long time, and I don't like doing it. Roll down here. I think this is a white slab. Yeah, there we go. If you need one, there it is. If you need more than one, look up a way to duplicate them. Farming for those things sucks. And then we have skeleton babies. They will occasionally drop humanity, but it's not even really worth it to try and farm humanity off of them, since the DLC areas are much better for farming humanity than this place is. There are enemies in the DLC that drop humanity way more commonly than these guys do. Plus, you have to grab the humanity that these baby skeletons drop very quickly, or it'll just disappear for some reason. I don't know why the game does that. They'll try to swarm you and gnaw your ankles to death, so just avoid them. There's an item. What is that? I want it. I want it. A white chunk. For some reason that made me think of the sticky white stuff item from Demon Souls. Like sticky white chunks. It's very gross. I have a lot of skeletons that appear to be bowing toward this fog wall here that's blocked off with a bunch of sticks. Alright, so with 40 poise from the wolf ring, I should be fine because I'm going to get ganked by skeletons. I'm thinking about just going full Havel and just using ultra poise here. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah. It's kind of a cheesy strategy for this boss, but I mean, it's not... After Anor Londo, you don't really fight a spectacular boss until the very end with the final boss of the game. The lords are not... you know. I don't feel bad about cheesing this boss because he's not particularly great anyway. I'll throw on the Grass Crest Shield if I'm carrying it. Yeah, for the extra stuff there. And then as a secondary weapon, I still have my Divine... Yeah, okay, great. Even with Havel's Ring, I'm still fat rolling, so I might as well throw on something else. Yeah, okay. Well, let's go. Plonk. We've been down here before to join the Gravelord Covenant, so we've seen this coffin. But it looks like if you enter through the wrong door, he doesn't take too kindly to that. Look at him, he's a skeleton made of skeletons. It's metal. Okay, so with all this I have 121 points. So here come these guys. They will revive because I guess Nito revives them. Because he's kind of a necromancer himself. A lot of times he'll start the fight by doing his Gravelord sword dance, which can inflict toxic on you. He didn't do it this time, though. He has a few attacks. He attacks with the Gravelord sword by hitting you with it. He does the sword dance, which he'll jab the sword into the ground, and it'll come up through the ground under you. You have to use auditory cues in order to dodge it. You can use visual ones as well, but it's usually hard to see. And he'll do this thing where he, like, explodes himself or whatever. Yeah. Look, he's already almost dead. And that's from just, you know, Zweihander and poising up. Yeah, like I said, it's just not a very spectacular boss. It's an absolute nightmare if you come down here and the skeletons are respawning and you run towards the back, because they're giant skeletons, and if you don't know that, like basically if you don't know about any of that stuff, this fight can be kind of brutal, but yeah. Since I've kind of already played this game for some thousand or so hours, yeah. Alright. So that is the final. Well, it's not the final Lord Soul. It's the final one I'm going to do before tackling the DLC. The only other Lord Soul I need to get is from the Four Kings, and I plan on doing that after doing the DLC. And I have my reasons for that. Alright, let's just switch back to my normal attire here. Put the claymore back on and get a bow. Let's see here. Where's my raggedy armor? There we go. And eastern leggings and wolf ring. Where you at? There we go. Alright, awesome. Now that I've finished that, we'll level up. We'll do... Yay, more dex. Look at there. From 443 with the claymore to 454. Yeah, I'm just going to keep on leveling dex till I get it to 40 and then maybe do some more health and stamina and all that. But now that we've defeated the Tomb of the Giants, if you come over here, there he is, squatting down like he's... Honestly, like, that's really good squat for him, I gotta say. But he looks like he could be trying to poo.
Oh, we meet again. How many of you are there? You've come at the perfect time. I'm done with the looting. I'm a humble merchant now, and wondrous treasures have I, at a special price for you. There you are. Have a nice look at them. Oh, relax. No more funny business out of me, my friend.
Yeah, he does this in Demon Souls, Dark Souls, and Dark Souls 3. He's not really present in Dark Souls 2. I don't count Pate as another Patches. And then in Bloodborne, he's a spider, and he doesn't actually sell you anything, I don't think, so... Yeah, but you get a gesture from him. Prostration. And you can purchase... Let's see... Eyes of Death for the Gravelord Covenant, Divine Blessings, Prism Stones, which I'll go ahead and top those off. Since it's cheap. He sells Humanity for outrageous amount of souls. What is wrong with you, Patches? Special price just for you, indeed. And he sells Heal and Great Heal Excerpt. The Crescent Axe that one of the little cleric dudes was using. A Mace, Canvas Talisman, Thurlin Talisman. I'll read the Crescent Axe, because I don't think I've read that one. Requires 18 Strength, 12 Dex, and 16 Faith. D-scaling in Strength and Dex, and a B-scaling in Faith. This weapon is... It's alright. It's not that great. Well-used old bronze battle axe with a long hilt and a crescent-shaped blade. One of the blessed weapons of the Way of White. The crescent axe is bequeathed to cleric warriors who have proven their faith. Yeah. You can get the Mask of the Father. This mask, belonging to the Valiant Father, slightly raises equipment load. The Mask of the Mother, which we already had from Pinwheel, and the Mask of the Child. This mask, belonging to the Naive Child, slightly raises stamina recovery speed. Makes sense, you know. And the Cleric equipment, I think it all has pretty much the same description. Yeah. Armor worn by the warrior clerics of the Way of White, who are famous for being unyielding in battle. It is rather substantial in size and weight, making its wearer look even bigger than he actually is. That is true. I really like the cleric helm, though. It's cool looking to me. Alright. Patches also likes to gossip. Let's talk with him.
Here, have you met that backwoods Shiva? Believe me on this one, bruv. The man is trouble. I can see it in his eyes. I just can. No doubt about it. Watch him.
Yeah, says Patches the hyena, also known as Trusty Patches. Um, yeah, that's kind of a remnant left over from the quest that was supposed to be in the game involving Shiva.
Yeah. Have you met that sunbathing Solaire? Believe me on this one, bruv. He's a complete idiot.
I
But
do
he
believe you.
happens to be an awfully strong idiot. So just nod your head and keep him on your side.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, have you met Petrus? That self-proclaimed cleric? Believe me on this one, bruv. The man is scum. Don't you be fooled by his claims to do good. They're all the same, those rotten clerics.
Yeah, Patches definitely has a bias against clerics, but he's not wrong about Petrus.
Oi, have you met Lautrec the Embraced? Believe me on this one, bruv. He's completely mad. He wouldn't think twice about cutting somebody down. So watch out for him. Especially if you've humanity to spare. I'm done with the looting. I'm a humble merchant and wondrous treasures. Right. Good stuff, eh? Don't you forget who got it for you.
Oh, Patches. What a nut. Alright, one more NPC. Maiden Thurland does come back. Let's see here.
I'm sorry. Sometime.
Yeah. Gotta watch him, though. She comes back, but she doesn't come back to Firelink Shrine. Yeah, I'm looking very hollow. Huh. Yeah, she comes over here. Interesting. Just within view of where that channeler would have been. The channelers who kidnapped maidens for Seath the Scaleless.
Hello. I will never forget what you did. I am deeply indebted, for it was not within my power to save Vince or Nico. I cannot thank you enough. In case you have not heard, I am Rhea of Thorland.
Rhea, that's her
I only
name.
wish there was some way I could help you. But I am inexperienced and I only know the art of miracles. If that could be of any help, speak to me again.
If you are running a faith build,
Would a miracle be of any help to you? I would be most pleased if that was so. May we discuss miracles then?
you absolutely want to rescue Rhea of Thurland and purchase Wrath of the Gods. Probably my favorite miracle in the whole game. I'm sure it's a lot of people's favorite miracle. She sells, instead of Great Heal Excerpt, which she does sell that as well, but she also sells Great Heal. Great Miracle cast by advanced clerics restores high HP. This one has 3 uses instead of just 1. Great Heal is a long tail, only learned by a select few. No caster will be disappointed by the bountiful life that it yields. Wrath of the Gods, primal form of force. Create powerful shockwave. Wrath of the Gods was an epic tale that tattered over time and devolved into the modern force. This primal form of force emits a shockwave that also inflicts damage. You only get 3 uses, but man, it is a good miracle. Provided you have a good catalyst for it. But yeah, let's you can enter the Princess Guard Covenant, I want to say. Is what you join with her. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. It may be Way of Light. Covenant established.
Then be safe. Farewell, Nox.
What covenant did that put me in? Way of Light. Okay. Alright.
Would a miracle I would maybe.
I don't know why you can enter that covenant through her. But whatever.
Vince and Nico were fooled by a lout named Patches and turned into hollows. My prayers did them no good. It is my ignorance, my frailty that has sealed their fates. Perhaps Petrus realized my weakness all along, and thus made the decision to abandon me. I can hardly blame him now.
You shouldn't cut Petrus any slack. He was going to abandon you anyway.
Vince and Nico were fooled. My prayer, it is my perhaps, and thus made I can hardly. Then be safe. Farewell, Verionox.
Yeah, it's basically Patch. Her and Vince and Nico were victims of Patches as well. But they got down there in the dark, no apparent source of light, and they just kind of went hollow from everything, except for brave Rhea. That's a shame. Now, I have the prayer gesture and prostrate. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you soon with more Dark Souls Remastered. Until then, y'all take care.